Hello. This is Sizwe Podcast, and my name is Patricia, and I'm here with Agnes. We are on year 2023. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Agnes.
Happy New Year, Patricia.
Today is just the two of us. We don't have a guest. And we are talking about New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
Agnes, are you a person who does New Year's resolutions?
Yes and no. Sometimes I write some of the things I expect to achieve in the year that I have just entered, and sometimes I think I keep it in my head and looking forward to finishing it.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, I don't think I wrote, because last year I wrote a New Year's resolution and I haven't achieved it yet. So I think I'm working towards it. Maybe that's why.
Are you still working towards it?
Yes. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. You didn't shelve it and say
no, and maybe that is why I didn't want to add more to it, but at least I am following the baby steps towards that.
But have you started?
I started last year and I thought I would be able to complete it by the end of the year. It didn't happen and I'm not giving up. So I'm working on it.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so for me, I usually write. This year I didn't write anything, but I decided I'm going to focus on myself, my growth. And because of COVID, I had my own routines that I was doing before COVID, and I lost that during COVID. COVID messed us up.
Yeah, all of us.
Maybe it didn't mess us up in actual fact. Maybe we had to change.
Yes, maybe it was change the way of doing stuff.
Yes. So right now there are some things that I'm like, I stopped doing this. Like I used to journal a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
I used to spend time with ladies, which is people who are very close to me, and have that tribe, have that community. I want to go back to that. Yeah. Yeah. And what are the other things that you think you need to do this year better than you did last year?
So like my primary goal I set for myself in 2022, I'm still working on it. But this year, I think, like you said, I need to work more of myself. And the beautiful thing is we learn every day. So I attended a conference, and out of that conference, I came with one idea of what they were talking about. And I'm like, I have not been very active in this area of my personal life, and I think I'm going to work on that. And I can share that.
Yes, please share that.
So I attended, it was a board internship, like how they in schools they call it board development or PD day. I think it was something like that. So it was a 3-week workshop, and out of that we were given a drop down menu of so many things of what we value, and one of the group members talked about self-awareness. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I am somebody who just do things spontaneously. Yeah, I'm crazy about that. So when the person said self-awareness, I asked the person, what do you mean? Like what are some of the things that we have to look for when they explain it, I'm like, I think I am going to add that to my list. And that is exactly what I am trying to work on, to be more aware of myself, especially in relationship with my job, and an area around cultural competence that I have begun to see a lot of diverse group in the children that I work with. So I should be able to know more about them, their culture, and also about how I relate to them. And for me, I think that is how I understand my self-awareness project for 2023. If you just joined us, this is Sizwe Podcast. My name is Agnes, and I'm here with Patricia.
And we are talking about New Year's resolutions. We don't usually make resolutions, but we write out what we want. Right now, for me, the other thing I'm looking at self-development.
Okay.
And bringing the right people my way, the people that I can learn from.
Yes.
Because sometimes it depends on the value of people that you have. Are you
Yes.
learning from these people? Are you growing when you are around these people?
These people, yes.
Yes. So I want to be intentional about everything that I do this year. And also because I realize that sometimes we work ourselves out so much.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. Because I also went for a conference where they spoke about burnout.
Yes, yes.
We can easily work ourselves that we burn out, and
then we become cranky.
Yes, and when we become cranky, we are not productive.
No, no.
So you have to be self-aware that right now I cannot pour anymore. I cannot I cannot pour anymore. I need somebody to pour on me.
Yes.
Right now I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. And I need time for myself. Just taking that time. And the other thing, I'm like, I want to spend more time with ladies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not on coffee.
No, not
on proper food.
Good food, eh? So food.
Don't call me on coffee. I need to fill my stomach.
Yeah, soul food.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes we forget so much about ourselves, especially as mothers, as wives, and how do we define ourselves? Because we don't define ourselves about what we do. So
Yes.
how define yourself as a woman?
As a woman.
Yeah.
And that's your project for this year.
That's my project. I
look forward to it, and I'll call on you come December to come in.
Yeah, I'm planning to relax
That
more.
is very good. Yeah, like there's something that you said that about burnout and about when we work and we don't even think that, okay, I am tired, I'm getting exhausted. And I think, do you think that comes from the culture that we were brought up? Because for me at home, and I see that in today's kids, in my own home, when we are doing something and before I know my daughter has finished, and when I ask, why are you, Amma? I'm taking a break. Then in my head, why is she taking a break when the job is not finished? And now gradually I am beginning to respect that, because my culture growing up, you cannot take a break when the job is not done. In my mother's home.
Yes.
So I really respect that she knows that I need to take a break. And I'm learning that, and I'm happy that you are also bringing that into perspective and being intentional about it and knowing your limits. Now I am exhausted. I need to take a break.
Sometimes I think as mothers, and we don't realize that we are taking too much, because especially here in Canada, whereby you have to work, we are also doing other things. We don't have that.
You are the mother, you are the cleaner, you are the cook, you are the housemaid, you are the
you are everything.
You are everything.
You are everything. Yes. And also we have this mentality that we pretend like we are the saviors.
Yes.
And there's nobody to
save us. We need to salvage every problem that comes in the house. Even all the milk that is.
So that savior mentality that we think we can do everything, we end up being bitter, exhausted, and tired.
Yeah, tired, and not even enjoying the very work that we have created. Because by the time the whole meal is cooked, you are already exhausted, and you are not enjoying the food.
Yes, and the other thing, we should maybe stop this thing of perfectionism.
But is that not how that is how I was brought up. It has to be perfect. Else it is not done.
No.
So gradually, like you said, you really have to relearn these things and unlearn some of the bad cultures that has really influenced.
Yes, and especially when we realize where we are. Because now in these countries, everyone is busy. Your husband is busy. The children are busy.
Yes.
If they are not busy, they are busy on their phones.
They are busy. Hey, playing games, and you're talking to someone in Australia, and you're like, who are you talking to?
Yeah, and we are busy doing stuff. So also we have to learn to delegate.
Yes.
Get our children doing things, because whatever we fail to teach them at home is going to be a struggle in their life as they grow older. If they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to do the laundry, they don't know how to do the things, what kind of partners are they going to be? What kind of fathers are they going to be? What kind of roommates are they going to be?
Yes.
So let's learn to delegate to our children, teach them responsibility. That way we are also relieving ourselves with the burden of doing everything.
I think you need to rub more of that on me, Patricia, in particular, because I enjoy cooking, and I think I'm doing very bad in terms of delegating my daughter, because the way I want my food to taste, if I am not the one doing it,
it's not going to be good
not
enough.
going to be good enough.
Yes.
And I think I'm not doing justice to my own children on that. Like, so maybe I'm going to steal that one too, to add it to my New Year's resolution, where I can allow my daughter to cook anything and just appreciate it and enjoy it, rather than say,
yeah,
I don't want that. I don't want to try. It doesn't taste like my mother's.
Yeah, because sometimes I find that I'm in the kitchen a lot.
Yes.
Because I think that I'm going to I make the best food.
Yes.
But
and my babies enjoy it. So.
But at the same time, are you teaching these babies to make the food?
The same food, yeah. And even when they do it, do you appreciate it up to the level where they have been able to do it?
Oh, you know, this year I told myself when I'm in the kitchen, my daughter has to be in the kitchen.
Okay.
So the other day, I marinated I didn't even marinate the chicken. I just got out the chicken and I said, you are the one cooking. You know, she spiced the chicken the way I wanted. I was like, this tastes like my food.
She did it. She did it.
Yes.
She did it. Awesome.
Yeah, and the more we bring them to the kitchen, whether it's your son, it's your daughter, when we are cooking, maybe let's bring them. Help me with the cutting carrots, vegetables. Do this.
Oh, my daughter hates to cut onions.
Yeah, but then we are helping them. We are teaching them, and then we realize that our kids don't even know how to cook our traditional foods.
Yes. Yes.
And then they're going to miss it later. We're not going to be here forever.
No, because like for me, when I'm cooking my traditional food, it looks like now it's getting to a point where it's only me and my husband who really enjoys it. I'll make soup, and the first day they will kind of. So like, even though they don't show the interest of eating it, I think, like you said, there's the need for us to involve them to learn the ropes, even if they are not going to use it. For all you know, one day they will be at a university somewhere and they will be called to come and cook one traditional food. And and I think the other day I was explaining this to my little daughter when we were in a car going to church, and they have given her this Christmas. They were doing a Christmas show, and they gave her a Bible quotation to learn. So I was helping her, and in the car, all that came to my mind was, Oba, you know what? When I was about 6 years like you, my teacher gave me a Bible quotation to learn. And to tell you the truth, Patricia, that has been the only Bible quotation that you still, and I still remember it in all the languages I speak.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And I said it to her, and I told her, so today, this is your first Bible quotation, and trust me, you are going to remember it the rest of your life. And she said, no. I'm like, when you are 50 years, call me and tell me that. Yes. So, like I said, whatever Patricia says that we are doing, we should begin to involve them, delegate them, so that we can have a me time too.
Yes, yes. You know, before COVID, I used to have a me time.
Oh, really?
And when my kids were younger, because I was constantly exhausted, and then I went to this women's meeting, and we're like, dedicate time for your me time. And I remember when my kids were younger, they would come to me and I'll be seated doing, whether I'm listening to music or I'm reading whatever I'm reading, they will come and say, oh, mommy, you're having a me time. They respected that.
They respected that. Oh, I've never done that.
Yeah,
I'm going to do that this year. No, I think I'm stealing all Patricia's point to add it to my plate.
And it helps you mentally, spiritually, and it's that time where you are just seated. It's you and God. It's you, and you are reading something, or you are listening to your music, and you are meditating. And
I don't think I do that. my me time, my stress time, my everything is like going to the kitchen. Yeah, I think the other day Amma came to me and said, Mama, why are you always cooking? I'm like, because I enjoy doing it.
It's therapy for you.
Yes, but I think sometimes I get tired, and delegating them to also do something and just enjoying it. Honestly, that I'm talking to myself, because sometimes when they cook, I have so many things to say that put them off.
No, that's the thing. Sometimes they cook. I don't comment and we'll eat and eat. Me and my husband and I'm like, it's so good. It's so sometimes we have to pretend, eh? It's so good because you want to encourage
them. I have to do that.
Yeah, you want to encourage them, and then you eat it. At the end of the day, me and my husband will be looking at each other and like,
they did it.
And then yeah, just appreciate what they made so that they continue doing it. They are learning, and next time you're like, okay, let me help you. Let me show you.
Okay, yes. So that you fix the places that they didn't do it well.
Yes.
That is good. Time is going so fast, and if you just join us, this is Sizwe Podcast, and today Patricia and I thought we should meet and talk about our New Year's resolution. Do you write yours down, or is it just in your head? Do you achieve them at the end of the year? How was last year's resolution like? For me, last year when I completed my master's program, there was something I set my heart out to do, and I couldn't have the time to complete it. I made a lot of progress in that way, and I want to use that as my New Year resolution for 2023. Patricia wants to have me time. She wants to spend more time with ladies and meet with people who can have influence. Like we said, show me your friend and I'll show you your character. Is that what they say? Yeah. So Patricia wants to meet with people who can really influence her life.
Because sometimes as women, I think we don't take a lot of time spending time knowing each other as women. Do you happen to have women who pour to you in your life?
Yes, I think for me, but even here, because now there's the use of internet, and I still have women back home who, when I need somebody to cry to, I will call them, and then I will cry and talk, and then we will share ideas. Yeah, I do have them, but like the kind of community that you build, right? Yes. They said that, and I think I've heard it somewhere that a friend nearer is better than a relative far away. Yes. So now I am here, and I also think that it is not just calling somebody, but it is also a community of women that you can also get yourself involved in.
You know, I once did the study where we were talking about the importance of having women or having friends where you hug. You know, there's something about this human touch for me to say. There's something.
No, there's something about touching, like, right? They say even like the babies in the incubators, they ask their parents to come and sit by the machine so that they can even rub their palm or their shoulders. Only God knows what is in that.
Yes. And sometimes we need that person where we just hug. Yes, it doesn't have to be your partner or your husband. Just have that woman.
I need a hug.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, like the little kids will come, even when we are doing the program, they will come. Miss Agnes, can I have a hug?
Yeah.
I'm like, soft hug or hard hug. Sometimes I just shake them. It's so hard.
And we also need that as women. We need that as we get older.
How can't we say it? But the little kids can easily come to you and they say, I need a hug.
Yes. Sometimes you're going through something and you don't even want to talk. You just need a hug. That person will just squeeze you so hard. So with this group of ladies that we did that program, even now when we meet, we squeeze each other like
that is so beautiful.
Yeah. So it's year 2023, and this is Sizwe Podcast. We're talking about New Year's resolutions. So are you a person who do resolutions? So what happened, Agnes? What happened to resolutions of? I stopped having resolutions of losing weight and.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I don't do that anymore.
that resolution anyway. So
yeah, you've always been
yes,
good.
no, I want to put on weight.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were asking a question about the resolutions that you don't achieve, or
Yeah, I was like, I don't do the resolutions for weight loss and anything
yes.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the time I start good. When I say that, I will start 6 months down the line. So no, I'm not
No,
doing that. I want things that are practical, that I can achieve.
you can achieve it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So
What do we have to say again about resolution?
resolutions, yeah. I wonder what people's resolutions are this year.
Yeah, I think like it is like a personal thing, and
Mm-hmm.
like it's easy. Maybe now that I'm sharing mine with you, it will encourage me because I am accountable to you. Please call me in December
Mm-hmm.
and ask me if I've been able to achieve most of the things that I put on my plate, and I will do that to you.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Trust me.
exactly,
So,
yes.
and I think, like we said, it is also good to have that kind of community or friends that you will be accountable to when you are talking about, or when you are making steps towards your resolution, so that it will not be like a personal thing. And if you don't achieve it, yeah, nobody knows about it. But if you feel comfortable enough to share, then you can share it with us, with
Mm-hmm.
Patricia, and then I'll call on you.
Yeah. And sometimes, during COVID time, we didn't get to meet a lot, and now we are meeting people. We got used to doing things our own way and having our own space.
Personal space, yes.
So
Yeah.
let's get out more because of these mental health issues.
Yes.
I encourage people to get out more this year, and anytime the weather is good,
Have barbecue.
yeah, have a barbecue. Bring people over.
Yes.
When last did you have people over at your place? I haven't done that in a long time. Cook, spend time with people. It's good
Yes.
for your health.
Yes.
Talk, find people who have similar interests as you.
Yes.
And let's enjoy life while we are here.
Yes.
Especially
It's
after
once.
losing so many people during
Oh
COVID
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So while we are on this earth, let's make this year a year to enjoy life. What do you think?
I love that, and I love partying. Please don't forget about me. And when you are cooking, please make a lot of my food. I'm proud of Ghanaian food, so please don't forget jollof.
And she makes the best Ghanaian food.
Don't forget jollof when you're inviting me to your party.
Mm-hmm.
And if you cannot cook it, just call me. I'll prepare it and bring it with me. I like partying, and then I think we are looking forward to the best of 2023 and beyond. And yeah.
Yeah, and thank you. Take care of yourselves
and
love yourselves more. Give yourself a squeeze. Happy 2023.
Happy 2023.